Do we have a
All right.
gong this time?
Yes, we have a gong. Okay. I like how you waited until I was recording and then you wanted to ask me a question. Like I have so many things set up to be able to do these cold opens and then you're just like, "You know what? I'm just going to say whatever." Cuz I had this whole plan to be like, Hey Judy, look, I got a decent camera angle. I got my bear, he's locked up and ready to go. And guess what? I even got That's right. That's right. I got the LEDs in the background. You can barely see it, but I have them. We are so black, baby. And instead, you are just like, "Do we have a gong this time? Do we have a?" You know what, Judy? Here's what I have to say to you.
Bitch, stop.
Please. Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Check us out on Patreon, on TikTok, on, really those are, Twitter, X, whatever. Anyway, nobody cares about that stuff. The one thing I did want to, before we actually get started in the show, Judy, I want to ask you, should we keep our traditional gong? Or should we move to something more contemporary?
Can we gong? Are we gonging? Can we gong? Are we gonging? What?
Yeah, should we switch it to something like that, instead of your regular gong?
No. Are we gonging? No, I think we're good with our traditional gong, but get in the comments and let us know if you want to use are we gonging instead? Are we gonging?
Well, my favorite though is just,
can we gong?
Because you were just so over it at that point. You were like, I'm done. Okay. Show's over. All right. You found a acronym on Threads today. And you wanted to see if I would be able to figure it out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put it up on the screen now. I have not looked at it.
Okay.
All right. Girls be like, I needed this. And it's just being told to, shut the fuck up and take this dick like a good girl. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Good job, Ryan. Good job.
Yeah. Well, see, you know what? That's because Judy was concerned that I would not be able to get this acronym because it is for ladies, right? However, something is going to be added to our show later on that you're going to understand quite easily how I was able to figure out that acronym. So thank you. Judy, this is you and me just being on the same page right now, okay?
Look at us go.
From two separate parts of the country, we are just of one mind at this moment.
Yes. Good job. Good job. Proud of us.
Yeah. And then also, before the show, Judy had the balls to ask me if she had worn that sweatshirt that she's wearing right now on the show before. And I like the sweatshirt, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I think it's making like its third appearance minimum on the show.
I don't know. It's a lot of episodes to get through, and I'm like, did I wear this already? It's different when I'm like, I know I wear my typical black shirt, but like
But we in hoodie season now. This is Ryan who makes thumbnails favorite time of year.
Hoodie season. Yes, it finally broke to like high 50s over here. It's been so nice.
Oh. Well, I mean, just enjoy it while you can, because you're going to be in a fucking ice storm in no time. That's usually what happens.
Right. You're right. You know what? Yes, they actually said the weather people were like, oh, North Texas might be getting snow as early as November. And I'm like, yay!
Jeez. Yay! Well, so, it is, speaking of November, we are still in October. In fact, we are recording this show. We planned things so well. We should have done this topic last week, but we're recording this on the 31st on Halloween, so we might as well get a little festive with it. Okay. Yeah. You wanted to talk about your favorite jump scares in movies because you're a scary movie girl.
Yes. Yes, we love horror movies over here. Horror movies and shows. Like, give it to us.
The issue is that we are a non-horror household around these parts, okay? But I have sacrificed my time to go watch a horror movie or two so I could talk about it. It's not going to be anything anyone doesn't know about already, probably, but
Yep.
What are yours?
Okay, so some of the ones that I was thinking of, did you ever watch The Conjuring?
No.
Ooh,
I've heard about
okay.
it, but I know
So good.
I've heard
The
about
first
it,
one. First one, so good. There's a scene where it's you're like in one of the daughter's bedrooms, and they pan to like the top of her dresser closet, and there's like this scary demon that's up there. Like out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh shit.
And you watch this for fun.
Oh yes. I actually watched The Conjuring twice in theaters to experience it a second time.
Oh man, okay. That's
Yeah.
Are there any other
You know?
lovely scenes like that where you're just like, you're chilling in a girl's room and next thing you know there's a spider demon hanging down upon you?
No, but there's another one in a show called The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Also,
Okay.
not sure if you've ever watched it.
No, I'm not. I've once again heard of it. No interest in watching anything scary.
I get it. I know.
Obviously
but,
not. You keep asking me about
I'm
it. You
sorry,
don't get it.
It's so popular. I would think you might have like dabbled in it at some point.
See, this is the difference between me and a lot of other people. Like, I'm down with whatever is popular, but I put myself first. I'm not gonna watch House on Haunted Hill or Haunting of Hill House, whatever. I haven't even really watched Stranger Things. And that's not even because I think it's boring or I'm sorry, because I think it's scary. It's more so because I tried to watch the first 30 minutes. I was bored. I was so bored. And I know that it picks up after that, but I was like, God, I can't do this anymore.
I get it. You're right. Okay, but the other one is like my absolute favorite. There's a scene in Haunting of Hill House where the two sisters are just chilling in the car, right? And they're talking about something so nonchalant, just having a regular ass conversation. And all of a sudden, the ghost of their sister just like pops out of nowhere and just starts screaming.
Why is this funny?
Because I'm thinking about the reaction, like, when Keith and I first watched this, and we both like flew out of our seats.
Okay.
So good.
I'm glad that that's a memory that you have.
Yeah. I know, so twisted, but like,
so
I love that feeling.
for me, I'm a kid who was in high school during the 2000s. Like, I started high school in 2000. And I say that because, in my opinion, that was the golden age of movie trailers. Like, we had the movie voice guy, like, in a world where no one has water, one man finds a lake, right? We had that going on. There was all the cut editing where it's just everywhere, right? And I say all that to say, I'm about to describe a jump scare that was literally made for trailers, right? And it's in, I want to say, Final Destination 1 or 2. And the guy is like, oh, everything is fine. We're fine. And then turns around, bam, hits a fucking bus or something like that. Right? And it's just it's so perfectly made for a trailer because it's a guy making a big how to do about something just to turn around so that you can cut away right before he actually gets splattered. Oh, just for trailer's sake.
So good. So good.
That, and then I did actually watch the movie The Grudge one time, right? With Sarah Michelle, is it Gellar or Gellar?
Yes, Gellar.
With Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wife. Okay, that's what we'll say. I watched that movie, and the thing that happened, it was supposed to be a jump scare, but it was so funny because like she is under her covers in the bed. Sarah Michelle Gellar is, and she like lifts up the sheet, and under the sheet, she sees this demon like between her legs. And it was supposed to be scary because obviously there's a demon down there, right? But all I could think about in my 15-year-old brain was just demons be lesbians too, huh? She down there getting some. Go, girl. You get you some. So
That's good. That's a good one.
yeah.
That's
So
a good one.
that you know, I feel like we got an entire gamut of different jump scares for people. You know, we got the serious ones where demons are in children's bedrooms, and then we have the softcore porn ones from The Grudge. So, you know, everywhere in between.
Love the diversity here. Let us know your favorite jump scares because there's so many out there.
Oh God, I wish you had run that one by me because I don't want to hear about. Oh man, I was watching Casper, and then one of the three uncles jumped out. I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I don't want to hear all that. Okay.
Of all movies, Casper though, the friendly ghost.
Yeah. There, honestly, when you get a chance, go rewatch it, the live action one I'm talking about. I'm not saying there's some horror parts, but there's definitely, it's not as kid friendly as we've been told. Okay.
Okay. Fair.
Right. And speaking of movies, like, I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a bad movie connoisseur, right? One of the things I love is to not only watch bad movies to see if it's on the so bad it's good list, and it's not a real list, it's just one of those movies. But it's also to watch content creators who watch bad movies. Just so I can know about other bad movies.
Okay.
I found a new diamond in the rough.
Tell us. Okay.
Well, I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's terrible. I know it's terrible because it has a 2% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, 2%.
2%. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you about the people who are in this movie, and then I'm going to tell you what this movie's called, and you'll be like, I've never heard of this movie. I guarantee you. Like, that's how bad it was, that it came out and it just faded away into the ether almost immediately.
Okay.
So it stars, and this is, I think it came out in like 2002 or something like that. So most of these people were at the peak of their powers, what I'm about to say, okay?
Okay.
So we had Dylan McDermott, you might not know who that is, but he was in The Practice, I want to believe, right? Judy's going to go look him up real quick. You'll know the rest of these. James Vanderbeek from The Dawson.
Oh my God, Dawson. Okay.
Look at her. Yeah, she knows.
Dylan McDermott, yeah.
Yes, okay. Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
And Usher Raymond.
What a random group of guys
put
together.
This movie is called Texas Rangers. And the only time you've heard of Texas Rangers is one of two times, Judy, or that you can remember, I'll say. A, since you live in Texas, the actual Texas Rangers. Or B, Chuck Norris kicking people in the throat, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Right. Yes.
So I came across this movie on YouTube because they have a ton of just free movies with ads or whatever. So I came across this movie and I'm going to watch it tonight. I've been saving it. I have a Friday night all to myself. I'm going to take myself on a little date. I'm going to make myself dinner. Okay. I might even, before I start, I might even go to the store and get myself some flowers. Okay. It's going to be a full night of just me watching this terrible fucking movie.
Oh my God. Please report back on how it is.
I shall. But it's not just that one, because I also had a weird streak going on when I was moving in here. I watched the same movie in one form or another. Sometimes I just had it on in the background, but I watched the same movie for about 9 nights straight.
What?
Now I'm gonna I'm going to tell you the name of this movie. And if you could name one person in it, I will Venmo you $10 after the show. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Actually, no, I'll Zelle you because I don't Venmo anymore. It's a whole thing. Okay?
Fair.
The name of this movie is Drop Zone.
No idea.
Nothing?
Never. I don't think I've even heard of that movie.
What would you think this movie is about?
Drop Zone. Maybe it's like a war type action flick.
Late 90s. Are you going to stay with the war?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I tried to give you a chance to move off it. You chose not to. It is a movie that stars Wesley Snipes and Gary Busey.
Oh my god.
And it is about a group of renegade skydivers who are attempting to steal all of the identities of every undercover DEA agent in the U.S. And
so random.
And they get involved with. So Wesley Snipes plays a former air marshal, right? Mm-hmm. Well, he starts the movie as an air marshal. Then the group of renegades, skydivers, led by Gary Busey, who is just at his pinnacle Buseyness, they kidnap the convict that Wesley Snipes and his brother were taking across, or they're transporting. I can't think right now. Sorry. Mm-hmm. And in the course of that, Wesley Snipes' brother, who is also his air marshal partner, by the way, because it's the 90s, so things just need to make sense so that we can get through it. It doesn't have to actually make sense. But his air marshal brother dies during the course of that kidnapping. So then Wesley has to join a ragtag group of skydivers so he can infiltrate the skydiving scene. It's, you know what I'm realizing? It's basically Point Break with Wesley Snipes. Which I could totally see. I could totally see like an executive going, or a pitch man going into an executive's office and be like, "Oh, hear me out. Point Break, but with passenger 57." And then they're like, yes, tell us more, please. Oh, this skydiving movie will make millions. Meanwhile, I'm the only one who remembers it. Do you like not scary? Do you like bad movies?
I do, but not in that sense. I was thinking, so like, okay, because once it gets cold, I like to watch this series on. And it's the Twilight series.
No.
Yes, I know.
No, not the glitter vampires.
The glitter vampires and like some weird incestual stuff that happens.
It's called grooming, okay? It's called she's 17, if that, and he's 437 years old.
Yes. Yes, there are definitely some not good parts of the book in general. But I'm just, oh my god, this series, so I actually just finished the second one. And, once a year, I'll just like to put in the background just to see if it is as bad as I thought it was. And you know what? It is.
Well, I think the thing that's interesting about that series of movies, too, is that the first one had a different director altogether than the second, and I want to, what was it? The third one's really like a two-parter, right? Because there's 4 altogether.
No, so there's 5. I didn't realize there's 5. Yeah, so there's 4 books, and then the last one they split into 2 movies for some reason.
Why is it? I remember Twilight. I remember New Moon.
Eclipse was the third one.
What happens
the fourth one is Breaking Dawn.
Okay, Breaking Dawn is the 2-parter.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Mhm.
happens in Eclipse? I mean, other than
Eclipse
like bad
is
vampires come and we have to fight them just like in every other fucking Twilight movie, but it's different somehow.
God, I honestly can't now see, I can't even remember. I'm like blanking out. I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna watch
God.
it this weekend and I'll let you know what it's about. But
Okay. See, at least I remember what happens in Drop Zone.
but God, like the first one was just so bad. Like
Right?
I'm
So
watching it and I go, why does her face look like that? Or why are they I'm
so
like, why did she say it like that?
I do remember in the first one the director got fired after the movie came out. And that's when you can see a shift. And that's why I was saying that it depends on what you also define as a bad movie. Because you see a shift from like a dark, I don't want to say gritty with the Twilight series, but, you know, dirty, there we go, version of Twilight to, in the second one and beyond, this glossier, colorful, like even when it's gray toned out, there's still like a hint of blush or something like that your eye
Yes.
will get drawn to, right?
Yes.
But the first one was just like, no, we're grunge, baby.
Yeah, like, and what it was up, like, if for those who haven't seen it, like, the whole movie has like this really weird blue tinge to it.
For anyone, it's kind of the same way that the Matrix has that green tinge.
Does it?
Are you fucking serious right now, Judy?
I don't
That's like the
remember
whole
it being
thing.
like a greenish tinge.
Oh my god, Judy. Anyway, we're moving on. We're moving
Anyways,
on.
yeah, all right.
Anytime they're in the Matrix, it's got a green tint on it. Anytime.
Okay.
Moving on. I'm sorry. I had to. I'm
Again,
sorry.
sorry. All right, moving on.
Well, you know what? Are there any other bad movies you want to talk about, or can we move on to the next thing?
No, we can move on.
Okay. Okay. So, I found this video on YouTube, as I'm prone to do, right?
Mhm.
And I just, oh no, there we go. I just want to get your advice on it real quick, okay? See what you say about, or think about what she's about to say.
Okay.
What did I do?
No.
Until someone proves me wrong, I will die on this hill. Way more men are gay than you think. Especially the ones that are hyperactive and like sleep around a lot. They're gay. Don't care. You're never satisfied. You go from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman and it never stops. Like I said, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna die on this hill.
Okay. So, Judy,
Interesting.
how do you feel about what this, I'll be generous and say 23-year-old just said?
She's very young, it seems.
Yeah, and we all know how you feel about youths, right?
Yes. To this day, hate them. Anyway. I don't know, like, is it just from her experience of the men that she's been with who slept around and they all turned up being gay? Like, I don't know. I've never heard of this.
So not only have
This
I never
before.
heard of this type of thing, it also just, you know, from a biological or physiological or however you want to look at it perspective, if you're gay, then you're not attracted to women. Like, just by definition, you know.
Mhm.
Now, if you want to say that they have more gay tendencies, if that's what we're talking about, okay, I'm more than inclined to hear that argument, because guess what? You know, it's like Charlie Sheen. You know, I'm sure you saw the documentary or whatever, right? Right.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to see it because I already knew. I already knew that it was going to be something like, well, I was doing all this coke and having all this sex, and then next thing I know, it was like, well, there's also a penis in here, so let's just see what happens, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're good. Good.
See?
That
see?
touched the points.
Because that's essentially like, for people who are hypersexualized, it's like when you eat, you could love pizza, right? But if somebody said you can only eat pepperoni pizza breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of your life. By about week 3, you're like, I can't eat fucking pizza ever again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for dudes who are doing all this stuff, it's not that they are gay, as she put it. It's that they've burnt out their sexual receptors and are trying to basically jumpstart that again by doing new and exciting stuff. And I'll also say, I feel like she made this after a dude who sleeps around decided not to sleep with her. That's kind of the vibe that I get, okay?
You know what? Yes, that is the same vibe I'm getting. Or like some dude who slept around like ghosted her.
Yeah, something like that, right? Like,
You know,
it just
like
it feels so vicious with no context or anything. Just like, this is how I feel. This is how I feel just cuz.
yeah, and she's like, "You're not gonna tell me different."
Well, she's
it is
a
what
woman.
it is.
She's a woman. You're not gonna, like, it's hard to get you guys to change your mind on something.
Once it's been said, it's been said.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I said what I said. Yeah, but you said that Hitler was like not a terrible guy. He's a great orator. I don't know what you want from me right now, Ryan. Gosh.
Okay.
These are your words, Judy. I'm just trying to give you an example.
Okay. I was like, that was not me. Disclaimer, please. That I did not say anything about that man.
I gotta go find the disclaimer.
I don't even know that man.
The thoughts, opinions, and expressions of Clownboy Ryan in no way reflect those of Judy herself, the A Conversation with Judy and Ryan podcast, or parent company Take a Breath Productions. All rights reserved. Copyright 2020.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Yeah, that's what we think of your disclaimer, Judy, okay?
Well, anyways, yes. So, girl, I don't know. I'm sorry that man hurt you.
Okay. We will leave her alone.
Yeah.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion, even if it's not the best one.
Yes.
In my opinion. Oh, Judy, it's time for an oldie but a goodie. Am I overreacting? Hold on, let me get this up real quick. All right, this is a long one. Am I overreacting? Friend showing spicy photos to my husband. My husband and I have a friend. Well, that's mostly his friend, but I know him. Yesterday we met with him. They had a couple of drinks. I'm not drinking. And suddenly this friend starts bragging about messages he got from a girl. It was a picture, a spicy one. And I mean spicy, super close with everything showing up. He started talking about it. I just kind of gave him side eye and said nothing. But my husband, half joking, half serious, asked him to show it to him, not me. And this friend showed it and much more. I said, no, I don't want to see it. It was not for me. I spoke later with my husband, 33, not so much young and stupid, I assumed, and practically told him that was so not okay. This picture wasn't meant for him and really doesn't differ at all. If he was looking at it or at some woman at changing stalls, I don't understand what the hell that means. It's creepy and disgusting. Not to mention, pretty sure illegal for this friend. For this friend, not U.S. Of course, he said I'm overreacting and it wasn't such a big deal, and I'm just jealous. But really, I'm not. He can watch other girls, but not like this. Am I overreacting?
Sorry, I was looking at that edit. She said it's not a nude. It was her playing with herself. Is that what she said?
I get, maybe.
Oh, I mean, girl.
So, I will say, here, let me see what, edit, it wasn't just a nude. It was a shot of her private parts when she was playing with herself.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it.
I mean, that doesn't really change anything from my perspective.
Okay, tell us.
Does it change it for you? Like
No.
if it was just like a top shot compared to a third base.
Maybe
Okay.
that third base is girl. What are you out here doing?
So it doesn't change anything for me from the perspective
Okay.
of the husband, right?
Mhm.
I think that the wife is not overreacting because she's allowed to feel how she feels, right? But I do think she's overreacting because she's obviously jealous. It's obviously you don't want your man to ogle some other woman right in front of you type thing.
Of course.
And
yeah, no woman would.
And he thought it would be okay because it's not a real woman. I'm using quotations when I say that. It's a woman that he will probably never meet, and it is on his friend's phone. It's like, to him, it's the same thing as going up on the hub, right? You need to pop some corn real quick, you go on the hub. But to her, it's a real person that has a actual chance of meeting him somehow, and therefore it's a line too far.
Yes, I agree with your points. Although if their friend, that's his friend, what if someday he ends up dating this woman and they meet up and they
No, that's what you don't understand about guys, okay? Guys don't share pictures. Guys don't care about showing pictures. Guys don't show pictures to other guys about women that they are serious about.
Okay, fair.
Right? We only show the picture of the girl that is like, I'm not saying that we won't bring her out on dates and that we won't be dating her, right? But I am saying that we have no intention.
Well, Ryan.
We have no intention of ever making it into a long-term thing, okay? Just know that, women, if you've ever sent him a picture of you diddling yourself and he showed it to somebody, just know you're never getting a ring, okay? Unless you guys are one of those like OnlyFans couples or something like that, just know you are going to just be crying over this man at some point because he seemed like the one. I sent him so many private things. Yeah, well, that was your bad, okay?
Yeah, girl. Things last forever on the internet webs. So.
So I will say, I do think that the wife is overreacting to a degree just because she's, in my opinion, not being honest with why she's upset. Because she really cares that her husband's doing something illegal. Okay, shut up.
Oh, yeah, girl. Girl, okay. I mean, we had this convo before where I'm like, there's a difference between like a real person and like a porn star.
Right. Unless you live in the valley, there's a difference, okay? Like unless there's a chance, and honestly, with OnlyFans, it's becoming more and more prevalent that your next door neighbor could be a porn star. But unless you live in a known area, you normally don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, girl.
You know what? You know what
this
this woman could use?
Mm.
She could use something that will open her mind up and make her more centered. Okay. And I know that because I'm well adjusted now, right? I used to be crazy and off the cuff or depressed and crying all the time, but now well adjusted. And the reason for that, Judy?
Yeah.
Is because I did a therapy.
Oh, you did a therapy?
I did a therapy. I mean, at this point, I've done multiple therapies.
Yeah.
But every therapy you do kind of feels like a new thing, right? Mm-hmm. Like even if you have, I saw a short the other day of a woman being like, I'm here going into therapy. Like she's super upbeat and chipper and everything. And she's just like, I'm ready to get at it. And then it's her after therapy is like, well, that was therapy. Super happy I did it. But no, honestly, it's different for everyone. So I'm not going to get into the particulars of it unless you want me to, obviously. But it has really helped me just understand and be able to mentally categorize everything that's been happening to me over the last couple months. Because it was a lot to happen in a short period of time, let's say.
Yes, very
So,
much so.
I do think that there is still a lot to unpack from like other issues that I've had earlier in life.
Mhm.
But my therapist was doing triage, so she was just like, "We need to get to the worst stuff first." This man has a open wound. We need to cauterize.
We need to stop the bleeding.
Exactly. But no, like I think it's been super helpful, and it's a different experience than I thought it was gonna be, because I'm only used to seeing it in like television and movies and stuff where the therapist is a character, not a real, doctor,
Yes.
and therefore
Right.
it's exaggerated more than it would normally be, and they're gonna battle with their client more than they really would, or something like that, right?
Yes. Mhm.
But yeah, no, I'm very thankful that I've had this opportunity, because I don't know how I would have been able to deal with everything going on if I hadn't.
Yeah, that's good. Now, would you categorize your therapist as, are they someone older or someone around your age?
I would say around my age, perhaps a little older, like a older sister vibe.
Okay. Was that your choice, or did you kind of just happen upon her type thing? And
I
kinda
mean,
click?
it was my choice to a degree, because I'm doing BetterHelp, whether you're okay with that platform or not, it works for me. So that's what I'm doing. And through that, it'll ask you what your preferences are, right? Like, do you want someone, and it's not just a yes or no, it's a scale from 1 to 5. So it'll be like, do you want someone older? And I think I put 3, right? Because I didn't really care. I knew I didn't want someone like way younger. I don't know if I could have a therapist that's like 23 years old.
Freshly graduated therapist.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, that's so terrible to hear happening to you. Like, oh my God.
Like, girl, the vibes are off.
And the thing that I thought was interesting is also you could choose, like, do you want someone who is more agreeable or someone who is going to be more challenging and stuff like that, and all those different things. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm trying.
So you're gonna continue.
So yes, I'm going to continue. I've been going. I blacked out for a second because I don't want to. I'm very thankful for the things that therapy has brought me, but I've also obviously been talking about my ex a lot in therapy and trying to cope with everything going on with that.
Of course,
And I have learned from my past mess ups, let's say, that it's not the smartest thing to talk about your past relationship and all the things that went wrong with it on a podcast. Last week I was just giving facts of where I was for the last 2 months and what was going on. That wasn't me talking, that is just factual. But other stuff might be more emotional, so I'm trying to stay away from that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, like you, I've also started seeing a therapist, and this is like my first time ever seeing one. And like you mentioned, I always expected it to be like what you see on the TV. Is like, do I lay on her couch? Like, how is this gonna work?
So,
And,
so you go and see one in person then? It's not a video call.
I do
Okay.
see one in person, and she
Interesting.
gave me the option. Like, she's like, "Do you want to do it remote, or do you want to do it like in the office?" I was like, "Oh, office, please."
Now, why did you want the office?
I don't know. I feel that if I'm out of like the house, I'll be able to be more freely talking about everything outside of here.
Okay.
It's just how I
Okay.
feel. Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I mean, like for me, the reason I asked is because that's also why I do BetterHelp, because I would rather do it via telephone or video chat. And I say that not because I don't have an issue going to someone's office, but it's just so much easier. I was in the middle of moving and I was like, oh, I got 3 minutes until my therapy
Gotta hop
session.
on my therapy.
Let me hop in the car real quick. So, but I understand why especially with you working at home day in and day out, why you would want to be like, let me get away from this for a minute.
Yeah. So that, like the first session, it was really us kind of getting to know each other, learning like her therapy style, which I also didn't think there were different therapy styles out there. Like you mentioned,
well, I mean, that automatically is a difference between your experience and my experience. Because the first one, for me, it was just me talking and talking and talking. And I think I told you before you had told me you were going to go, like, I don't know if this is such a good thing, because I feel like all I did was talk and I didn't learn anything out of it. But obviously, my therapist's style, let's say, is that she was trying to gather all the information so that she could figure out exactly which bleeding to stop. There's so much bleeding. There's so much blood. There's so much blood everywhere.
Yeah.
So what's your therapist's style then?
Okay, so I thought that it was more of like someone, you tell your problems to this person, they give you feedback. I always thought that's how it goes. And she's like, I've had patients who absolutely would love that. Like, that's what they're here for. They tell me their problems. I give them feedback on, how to deal with it, blah, blah, blah. She's like, but there's also ones who like absolutely do not want feedback. And I was like, oh, that is so weird to me. Like, I always thought like people would want feedback. They're like, no, they just need someone to listen to them, go through the motion of what's happened to them. And I was like, wow. So then she asked me like, oh, well, like, what would you prefer type thing? And, I was like, well, I love feedback. Like, that's kind of my give and take. Like, please, like, I'm going to tell you this and I need you to reciprocate something back to me.
That is so interesting that that's how she would deliver the information. Like, because if it was me, I'd be more like, so how do you feel about feedback? Like, do you actually want someone to tell you like how they think you are interpreting the situation? Or do you want to, like I was talking about with that scale, do you want someone on the 1 to basically co-sign everything for you? Or do you want on the 5 where it's like, no, you shouldn't have made a right even though the store was on the right. Why didn't you make 3 lefts? So you want feedback.
Yep. That is my style. Like, that's what I would want. And so my therapist is a fellow millennial. And it's not so much that I'm bleeding per se. I'm more of, I have so much stuff that's just been kept inside that I need to just get it out. Because it's going to be overflowing.
I'm not trying to measure trauma dicks, okay? but I can also understand, like, I also have stuff on the inside. Like, I get where you're coming from, where if you don't figure out a healthy way to let it out, you just end up crying, and that's never good. Why are you crying right now? I don't know.
I can't tell you. It's just happening.
I'm just tired. My caffeine hasn't kicked in yet, guys. Okay? I'm fine.
So, that kind of thing. And I was talking to one of my friends about it, and he mentioned, he used to see a therapist, and he always preferred his therapist to be older because he felt that they had more life experience. And I was like, interesting. Like, I never thought of it that way, because I'm like, I want someone around my age so I could talk to them the way I would talk to a friend.
See,
like that dynamic, I guess.
No, I get what you're saying. And for me, it's like, I hadn't thought about it from that perspective either. Because to me, it's not about even though I totally understand that having experience in whatever field you're in is going to make you better at it, right? But to me, it's not about having the life experience. It's, I'm a doctor, so I'm going to treat you, the way a therapeutic doctor would, right? And I say that you go to your regular OBGYN or whatever, right? as long as they know the skills and know how to do the skills, I really don't think you would care as much if they're, I don't want to say right out of med school, obviously, but if they're on the younger side compared to if they're on the older side. Obviously, you have your preferences, but I'm saying it's not, in your mind, I should say, it doesn't matter as much because they can do the job just as well as anyone else, right?
Right.
And so that's the thought process that I took into therapy, or that I just thought with therapy. Obviously, in talking to you and just in experiencing it, that's not the case. But interesting. Yeah,
so it's just like, it's just opened my mind to so many things, and like, oh well, maybe that's the reason why I am the way I am.
What I would want to know is, does your therapist do couples?
She does not know.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me, because like, what if you have a couple come in and she's like, all right, we want feedback or no feedback, and the wife is like, feedback, and the husband's like, I don't want to hear shit.
No, she does not do couple.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, that
well,
would be funny.
Well, let us know how everything goes. Okay, we want to. You don't have to share like everything going on. If there's something good though, like I shared about my divorce and the fact that I might have cancer. Okay, so I mean, if you want to share a little bit, I'm not trying to guilt trip you, but I'm just trying to like give you the information that our eavesdroppers expect. Okay, that's all. That's all.
Of course, yeah.
All right. You sent me a couple of different would you rathers that you found on TikTok.
Yes, they are so good because they're so outrageously different, and and I just need to know your takes, because I'll tell you. Okay, yeah, Keith and I did both of these, so
okay,
I'll tell you our answers and you tell us yours.
Would you rather find out that a person you live with on you in the middle of the night, somewhere on your chest or above, occasionally?
For anyone who missed it, it's someone peeing on you in the middle of the night, chest or above.
On your face. It doesn't wake you up, and it's dry by the time you wake up. Or they've been using your toothbrush as a Q-tip. Would you rather find...
Okay.
Person you live with.
No, I don't want to hear about your weird water sports anymore. Okay, I gun to my head.
Yes, quick.
I pee, I guess.
I think we all chose. I think we also choose pee.
Okay. Freaks of a feather, you know what I'm saying? My thought process is, I have accidentally tasted earwax before. It's like you clean your ears, it gets and it like gets on your finger, you don't realize it, and then like you just oh god, right? Right.
I'm sorry.
So I know how to. What?
There's not a backstory. There is. I never knew that different people had different types of earwax.
Okay,
we don't have
time to get into this kind of science right now.
You know.
No, thank you for hey, it's a real man. He made it home. What's up, buddy?
He made it home. He got me a sticker. It's a Halloween sticker, guys.
Oh my god.
I love Ryan.
We love you.
He says we love you.
Anyways,
yeah. So just FYI.
No, stop. We will talk about this another day after I have many, many nightmares about this. Thank you. But yeah, just the taste of earwax is disgusting, and so knowing that I was eating someone else's earwax,
every day, twice a day.
Like I could with the getting peed on, I could just like wash my sheets every day, I guess.
So the part he says that you don't even know about it, like you wake up, it's dry, and it's like.
Yeah, but you would see it on your bed. Like even dry pee leaves fucking marks.
Like on your skin?
No, I said on your bed.
Oh, but he said peed on like your face, your chest, not on your
Girl,
bed.
it's pee. You think it's just collecting and staying on you? No, it's going to like drip down onto your sheets
Or
and
it'll
stuff.
evaporate. I don't know.
That's okay. Do you know how pee works? Like,
Because he says it dries on you. That's all I heard.
I know, but I was reading it as he spoke. Okay.
Okay, moving
She,
on.
of course, Judy picked the pee. She's over here like, there's no consequences. Why would I not pick this
It's
one?
just me getting a little dribble of pee on my chest, and I wake up, it's dry.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, we'll try the new one. We'll try this next one. Everyone pay attention.
Oh, that's not it.
That's not it. What the
That was
hell?
a little scary.
Hi, how are you? Would you rather have a full frontal nude picture of yourself on the biggest screen in Times Square 1 full hour in the middle of a very busy day, or you have to nibble on your boss's earlobe without explanation for 1 full minute?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, do you want me to tell you ours?
Sure.
Okay.
I
so
feel like Keith is gonna say that it's that you guys are both gonna say the earlobe.
No. We're separate, actually. I chose full frontal. Keith chose earlobe.
Yeah, I think that's more. I think this whole thing becomes based on your boss, right?
Yeah.
Cause for me, my direct boss is a female, so I don't really like. Yeah, there's an implication of me just nibbling on her earlobe, with no explanation.
Even for a second, yeah.
Right? And I would definitely lose my job. But I mean, things have been tough there lately. I'm just kidding. But do I want people to see me naked? I mean, I could think of worse things to look at. I might get some. Actually, you know what? For me, I'm gonna go naked, and it's only because maybe I can get a couple of randos to throw it my way.
There you go. They might just think like it's an ad for something.
I mean, let's be honest. My dick is already probably on the internet somewhere. Okay, I've sent a picture or two, requested. Okay.
Glad you made that claim.
But I mean, I'm currently single, so who knows where those dick pics are now? who knows? So I'm probably that's what I'm saying. So I'm probably already on the internet. So at least this way I could get some free advertising out of it. Like ladies, look at that. That's him with shrinkage. Look at him.
Wait till you see when he's excited.
Well, I'm glad you actually brought this one up because it does take us perfectly into our next segment.
Okay.
And I want to start it off by just showing you this video. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's only 3 attributes that you could hope for in a guy that you're gonna make a partner.
This guy.
You need to pick 2, okay? You need to pick 2 of those 3, whichever 2 you can live with, and move on, because you're not gonna get all 3. I hate it for you, but it's not gonna happen. I'll go over them right now. There's good dick, good person, got his shit together. You need to pick 2 of those 3.
Right, and that's fair, because it's the same. Men have a similar triangle. Okay, you can pick 2 of 3 things. She can be hot, she can be crazy, or she can be single. Okay.
Okay.
So if she's hot and crazy, then she won't be single. But if she's hot and single, she's gonna be crazy. Right? So I saw this, and that was Josh Johnson, a very good comedian.
Yes,
like you were
love
saying.
him. He's funny. Mm-hmm.
I saw this, and I was like, damn. Which of the 3, or which of the 2 would I be? So I hit up some some old friends that maybe I might have dated at some point or the other, and got some opinions, right? And it was pretty unilateral that I had at least, because they didn't see me in a while, but it was pretty unilateral that I had at least one thing going for me. Okay.
Okay.
So they all said that I brought that good dick. Okay. This is not me.
Pat on the back.
This is not me patting myself on the back. This is me just, giving you guys the facts. But as someone who obviously has this talent, ability, let's say, I wanted to try and pass on some skills that I have acquired over time to people who maybe aren't able to sling that good dick, right? Now, the only way that I would be able to do that is if, I felt like I was an actual authority on the subject, right? So I went and did something. I went and got turned into a saint. So from now on, I would like everyone to know that I am the saint of that good dick. Good dick, 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 good dick. So, as a saint, we all need our rosaries. So I have brought mine, my large, long black rosary. And as the saint of that good dick, I will bestow advice upon people, right? Now, this is also why earlier, remember, Judy, we did the acronym.
We did.
Which was, shut the fuck up and take this dick like a good girl. You only throw some good dick if you can understand that acronym as a dude. Dudes who don't throw good dick don't understand that acronym. They would never have got it. They would still be here at this exact moment being like, So, we're not going to do this every week because, to be greedy is not saintly. And as the saint of that good dick, I have to respect the rules. So we won't be doing this every week, but we will have a couple different people that we're, bestowing advice on.
Okay, yeah.
Good dick, good dick. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. So the first one, I would like tips on how to do a certain position. Hello. My fiance really enjoys the idea of reverse cowgirl. I really want to be able to do this position. However, my dick is curved more towards me, which in turn makes said position hurt for me. Does anyone have any ideas on how I could reverse cowgirl without any pain? So
I didn't think that was an issue. Wow.
So I'm gonna say this right now. This guy does not throw. Good dick, good dick, good dick, good. He doesn't. You know why? Because anyone who throws that good dick knows that sometimes to do it, you got to experience some pain. Okay? It's called a throat barrier for a reason. You got to bust through that shit. You think that feels good the first time? No. No, you gotta pummel through. But then once it's open, it's very nice and it's very forgiving. But it's called a barrier. Sir, you have got to understand that in order to get her to where she's going, it's called a position, not the entire sex session. You just, look, if he's saying it's so much pain that he's a little bitch and just can't take it, okay, I get it. I totally get it. Right?
Yeah.
But there are so many. Why do you think that there are jokes about women who are okay with getting their head smashed on a headboard if it's for a certain reason? It's because we accept a level of pain for that. Good dick, good dick, good dick, good dick. That's right. That's right. Okay? You just got to man up and give your wife what she wants. Okay? All right. Next one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's the same one.
Next
one.
Yeah. Still the same one.
Oh, wait, it's still the same one. What the hell? Okay, here, this will work then. Lasting longer. I am 22 and a virgin. I can't last long while masturbating. Maximum 3 minutes. It makes me so wonder what will happen during sex. So indirectly, I'm scared of sex too. I really want a genuine solution to this problem. Willing to try anything. And yes, edging does not work. Any sort of advice or tips will be really appreciated and helpful. I'm fed up of this. Oh my God, you poor sweet summer child. You don't understand what you're doing to yourself right now. Okay, let me paint this in a picture that anyone can understand.
Okay.
When you're having sex, the fastest you can go is like a moped, right? Like even when you're pumping as fast as you can, you're still moving your whole body. So your maximum speed is going to be like 30 miles per hour. But when you're giving yourself that sweet, sweet, sensual handshake, you're now turning yourself into a full-blown supercar. You're hitting speeds of over 350 kilometers per second, okay? Right? You're basically turning yourself into a engine-like piston of pumping perfection. The fact you can last 3 minutes while masturbating tells me that when you finally do get to have sex with someone, you're never gonna finish. You're gonna be banging that person for 3.5 days before you have an orgasm, friend. Okay? Because you're also not thinking about this. Now, as the patron saint of that, I have been with some women who I will say are nice and tight. Okay. I've also been with some women who are not as tight. Guess what? I don't care. Good dick is not, it sees no colors. It sees no tightnesses. Okay. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. But I will say that I have never had sex with a vagina that had more grip strength than my hand. Right? Especially if it sounds like this dude is doing it 2, 3, 4 times a day too. Just, he's trying to make himself last longer, so he's doing it over and over and over. But he's going to, like, honestly, if anything, just go and start having sex. That's the only way. You're not going to be able to judge how long you can last based off of how long it takes for you to masturbate, because it's like comparing baseball and football. They're both sports, but they are not the same. They're not the same. Yeah. All right, that ends this week's sermon of the patron saint of that good dick. Let's hear it for me.
Some say I'm hoish, some say I'm arrogant, some say I'm cocky, some say I ain't shit, but I got good dick, good dick, good dick, good dick, good dick, good dick, good dick.
All right, and we already heard the gong, so that does mean that the show is unfortunately over. Did we ever decide, are we going to keep the gong, or is it...
Are we gonging?
Oh, yeah, I couldn't...
Can we gong?
Like any of that? No? We're just going to keep the gong? Okay, that's fine. We can keep the gong.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this episode. We appreciate so much of the fact that you just listen, and that you take the time to make us a part of your lives. So yeah, thank you. And if you wouldn't mind sharing it to someone, I bet you, I bet you they could use a patron saint of that good dick in their life. So share it.
Share it.
Go take this podcast to your neighbor right now. The one who is 73 years old and makes cookies. You go take this podcast to them right now. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. All right, guys. Thank you guys again. And we will see you next time right here on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Bye.
Bye.